Hence, it's not gonna make sense. Stop trying to make sense of the spiritual things. Can I just tell somebody today? Let me just pause this real quick. Stop trying to make sense of the spiritual things. God says we are in this world, but not of this world. Our human minds cannot comprehend the greatness and the goodness of God. You feel me? And so, with that being said, it's like, stop trying to comprehend and make sense of the things that don't make no sense. God is up there. We're down here. Yes, we can pray for wisdom. But the way that God will do whatever it is He has told you that He's gonna do not, and I heed warning, do not go crazy trying to understand how, because when I tell you that He has a way of doing things that doesn't make sense, He has a way of doing things that don't make sense. And God does great things. He's doing great things in my life, bringing me out of being homeless. And, they took away my food stamps. So I'm not able to buy food like I like. I've been having to eat like grilled cheese, smoothies, like stuff that's really not good, but it's just like, it's helping me get by. And I could really through this situation be like cursing God, like, why are you making me go through this? Why am I struggling? Why am I only getting 16 hours a week at work? It's all these type of things that I could be throwing back at God and being like, nah, this ain't cool, or this is horrible, or why do I have to suffer this? But I think Saul or Paul, don't quote me, y'all, because y'all be like, oh, he said da da da. No, don't quote me. You go read it. Actually, instead of quoting me, how about do yourself a favor and go look it up for yourself. Consider yourself. Do your own work so you can consider yourself appointed and you can consider yourself. You feel me? Do your own investigations. Don't just take nobody's word. Even my word. If I tell you something, don't be like, oh, he said, and he seems to be holy. So, no. If anybody tells you something, you take it and you run to God with it. Especially if they tell you, God told me, and nah, don't. Because 9 times out of 10, when God, like if God's going to use a prophet who is a person who comes to deliver the word of the Lord onto the earth, if He is going to use a prophet, 9 times out of 10, whatever they tell you is going to be confirmation of what God has already been kind of revealing to you. You feel me? So don't just take nobody's word and run with it. But I think Saul says, like, consider it pure joy when you go through suffering, because, the suffering builds our faith. And so it's like, don't question why you're going through what you're going through. I mean, it's okay to question it, like, yo, God, why am I? But he might not answer, or he might. But regardless, praise Him and thank Him and be like, yo, God, thank you for these trials, because these trials are making me stronger. Thank you that even though I don't understand why I'm going through what I'm going through, you have a plan in this. Thank you for directing my footsteps. Thank you for directing my emotions. Thank you for, protecting me. Thank you for the roof over my head. Thank you that I have water to drink. Thank you that I have 2 legs that work. Thank Him for the things that are evident, and as you thank Him for those small things, He'll bless you with more. And don't even thank Him just like, oh, I'm gonna thank Him because I know I'm gonna get blessed more. It's not about that, bro. It's really not. But gratefulness is a way to change the position of your heart. Like if you feel depressed or sad or demotivated, as you begin to thank God, He will change your heart to a position, you feel me, where you more like grateful and got a different perspective on it. You feel me? So y'all, that's it. I just wanted to come on here and encourage y'all. If you see in this video, you a chosen one, and I'm talking directly to you. Keep your head up high. We going through some tough times in the world. Perhaps the tribulations, I ain't gonna speak on it because I don't know everything like I know, but I say you can see the times in the world is pretty crazy. And the days we living in, yo, if you don't got God, yo, you're gonna suffer. You're gonna suffer deeply. You're gonna suffer without God. You're going to suffer even when you follow God, because the moment you start following God and you start wreaking havoc on the kingdom of darkness, the enemy's going to try to come because you're posing the threat on his team. And so you're going to suffer regardless, but a life without God's suffering you don't want to know. And it's also eternal suffering that nobody wants to know, right? So keep your heads up high and keep it pushing. And God got you. You feel me?